Hello there. I'm going to be doing another Gear Dungeon 2 Takeover. And we once more lucked out and have both a knockback champion and a Carnelian. So I can do this relatively comfortably. We're going to get right into it. Also, this time it's a skilled up Carnelian, so hey. Volka, Karn, fast forward. Drop in a horse girl, Elowyn, knockback with a Banshee.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Use the Wood Elf for some cost here. Torodor, although it's kind of pointless that he's in that direction, since the Torodor is not actually buffing our Ardea, which might end up being an issue, but we'll see. It's Ardea. Should be fine.
Mother's blessings.
We normally just fast forward here. That middle clone is gonna go boom very soon.
Feel the flames.
This is right about now-ish, I believe. Yep. Drop in Valeriya.
My daggers feed on your fear.
Don't touch.
Use our Valk ultimate. Or Volk.
Think fear the beast's fury.
Use our Valeriya ultimate.
For the tribe.
And as these guys at the top are strolling in, we're going to drop in our Decimus. And the thing to note here is that for both Decimus and Valeriya, when Valeriya dies during her ultimate, well, at the end of her ultimate, she does not buff this Volka. When Decimus dies, similarly during his passive that cancels, death, he doesn't buff Volk over here either. So, in both cases, we're essentially getting a free buffer that does exactly what we need, gains us a few seconds for no cost. Drop in our Olague, use our Carnelian ultimate to get orbs back on everyone, and fast forward again. Use Volka. Ardea just trashed those, so we're fine. Don't even need to use our Decimus. Banshee coming in, but we don't really care. The only thing we currently care about is this pack up here, which very soon is going to go boom. Pretty much now. Drop in our Valeriya. Use Estrid ultimate. Drop in a Wood Elf for Valeriya. Drop in that Decimus up top to make sure that we have enough time for Ardea to wipe out the incoming pack here. And that's the kind of worst case scenario. Torodor stunned, which let the clone move forward a bit. But we're okay. Everyone's mostly in position here. We have orbs on everyone. We're fine. And it's gonna explode any time now. Use Carnelian ultimate. Use, use Elowyn ultimate for the sake of it. Oops, fast forward.
flames.
And we're clear.
This battle is ours.
So that's 9 out of the way. Leaving us 10 to do. Which, given how it went on this round, I think should be fine. Can probably drop an Elowyn in there. I'm not sure, though. Can I drop her now? Yes, just barely. Actually, for the sake of the... I'll just redo the auto after if need be.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Oh, use that wood elf.
Let's ride. The blaze begins.
Okay, fast forward. I don't remember if I actually did Harz's gear, so I'm not going to bother messing around with him.
Feel the flames.
Drop in that wood elf, recall the wood elf, drop in an Olague.
My redemption. See me in despair.
Mother's blessings up. Feel the flames.
My salvation.
Taste my
Drop in Valeriya.
My daggers feed on your. See me in despair.
Oh, Volka ultimate.
touch me.
Oh, almost forgot Valeriya ultimate.
For the tribe.
We're going to want to drop in that Decimus right about now, as they're almost about to walk into Torodor.
Feel the flames.
My daggers
Come on, Ardea.
feed on your fear.
Oh no, that's bad.
Unlock your inner
That
power.
is bad.
Find strength.
Ooh, now we have to regenerate all of our orbs, and I almost forgot to drop in an Olague.
My redemption.
This might be a bit dicey. That's why Harz is arguably much safer. Because unless you use his ultimate, he will not...
Unlock your inner power. Feel the flames.
He will not,
Don't touch me.
stun the mobs, meaning that you will not have a leak. Because the block shuffle happens. I really do hate that block shuffle mechanic. Okay, Karn, I'm gonna need you to get that orb up on Elowyn. There we go. Okay, everyone has their orbs back up. We're good to go.
Feel the flames.
That's less than ideal. We're gonna have to drop the Valeriya right there.
Arrogance of human.
All lives are precious.
Are gonna pop our Elowyn ultimate as well.
Don't.
At the top, we're gonna drop that Decimus in. Only problem here is that Elowyn is going to take a double tap of the explosion.
For the tribe. Unlock. Feel the flame.
My daggers feed on your fear.
Good, okay, the clone refocused back onto Torodor, that's what we want. Okay, no, it all works out. Nice, slightly freaked out for nothing, we're good.
Find strength.
with one exception. Damage down here is not enough to reliably clear everything. We are going to need some extra tanking via Decimus.
Touch me.
Come on. There we go. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you do not. You do not walk through that. There is no way.
Feel the flames.
Yeah, with Power of Dominance, there should be a non-problem. And voila! That is 9 and 10. Carnelian is... well... Valeriya and Ardea are somewhat, you know, helpful in this situation, but really, you just need to slightly tweak the gear. So hold on, let's actually look at the gear and the roster here. You could replace Valeriya with... well, you are kind of limited. You could potentially, if your Wukong is strong enough, you could actually use a Wukong. Otherwise, you would need... you could probably use a Vald if you place your Vald behind Olague, and you used potentially a different tank than Olague, say Baron, for example. The only problem with that is you would have to find a way to reliably heal your Baron. So it does get somewhat messy. Valeriya is the only real safe way of doing this. You could use ranged units, just one ranged unit that you swap in and out. Again, you go back to the point of you need to find a way to reliably keep your tank alive, and really there's only Olague that does that correctly. We are walking around with one useless unit here, though, so Harz, so there is some wiggle room that could be had, but honestly, I would say just try to find a different strat if you do not have Valeriya and Karn. You can do it without a knockback. You can use this strat without a knockback unit. You just need to be much more careful with Carnelian ultimates. And making sure that the orb is always consistently up, because you can just survive the Banshee exploding with Karn's orbs. Ardea can be replaced by a whole bunch of people, honestly. You could run Abomination in there. You could run virtually any physical damage dealer that has some AoE and does damage, like, probably run Valve. It would be one of your worst options, but you could probably run him. Pretty sure you could make an Arrogance work, but that's a bit dicey on the rage regen. Lubu would probably work. Again, honestly, really anyone with any form of AoE as a fighter that deals physical damage will work in this position, the best being Estrid, because pretty much everyone has an Estrid. The rest of the team is kind of set in stone. You need the short respawn timers through Volka, and you need Elowyn. And you kind of need that Infernal Lord to make sure that Volka takes everyone out. Sorry, Nightmare Lord. Going over the gear, we didn't use Harz, so it doesn't really matter, but he's running Tank and Bastion Ring. God damn it, come back, Harz. Come on. Olague is running Unshaken Will, Tank left side, and Bastion Ring. Typical tank stuff. Ardea is running Wicked Vengeance, Soulbound Arcana, with a Shattered Hilt. Edith is running Morale and Tank on the left side, with the Bastion Ring. Carnelian is running Whirlwind, Invigoration, and a Golden Scarab. Torodor is running Morale, Astral Guardian, and a Bastion Ring. Volka is running Cataclysm, Annihilating Might, and Cruel Fate. Honestly, if you could run Warlord and Soulbound Arcana, that works fine too. If you could run Wicked Vengeance, Soulbound Arcana, or Cataclysm, that works fine too. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're running Cataclysm or Soulbound Arcana on the right side, and Annihilating Might, Wicked Vengeance, or Warlord on the left side. The best two being Wicked Vengeance and Warlord in that order. her exclusive does help a lot. Valeriya is running Wicked Vengeance, Infernal Roar, and a Wailing Skull. If you have a Shattered Hilt, it's probably better for that setup, but Elowyn is running Light's Grace, Invigoration, and a Golden Scarab. And finally, Decimus, the only thing that matters about him is the Lunacy Visor. So, yeah, we now have a 2-9 cleared, so that's basically what we set out to do. So I'm realistically just going to call it here. And cheers. You have a nice one.